When I hosted Have I Got News For You last year, 7 people telephoned the BBC to say I was a very poor presenter. When my guest tonight hosted it, 85 people rang up and said he was an excellent presenter. He is the Conservative MP for Henley, he's editor of The Spectator, and it seems he's 92 times better than me at hosting topical news quizzes. Ladies and gentlemen, Boris Johnson!
Thank you.
This Have I Got News For You malarkey.
Yes.
It is tricky, isn't it?
Very tricky. I mean, tricky for me, at least, anyway.
Well, it was tricky. It was trying to remember which bit you were supposed to be looking at any given time. I think Angus Deaton earned his money.
I think they should bring back Angus.
Well, who thinks we should bring back Angus?
I think they should bring back Angus.
Yes.
Not bring back hanging, but bring back Angus.
Yeah. The thing I've got to find out, though, really, is most politicians, as far as I can work out, are pretty incompetent and then have a veneer of competence.
Yes.
You do seem to do it the other way round.
Yes. Oh, you can't rule out the possibility that, beneath the elaborately constructed veneer of a, blithering idiot, there lurks a blithering idiot.
Well, which is it? Are you a
No, of course not. No, my dear fellow.
What's this about you driving a tractor through a barn, then?
Yes, it's perfectly true that this is a long time ago. If you've ever driven a tractor very fast.
No. Nobody has.
Well, this was actually rather a fast one, by my standards. Massey Ferguson tractor. It had a great many very complicated gears. And at the crucial moment, I couldn't remember which gear was the one you used when you wanted to slow down. And I just, a sort of blankness descended, and I went out through the back of the barn. And
through the wall?
Yeah. Yeah. And anyway, it was all right in the end. They docked my pay. Where I was working, but it was perfectly easy to replace the wall. So it could have been.
What were you, a tractor driver then?
Part-time, yes, part-time tractor driver. Yes.
And now you write about cars.
I do. Well, I do. But Jeremy, I sit at your feet in the terms of writing about cars. Anyway, I'm like Aeschylus, feasting at the from scraps from the rich banquet of Homer. Yeah. That's the sort of thing that goes down big on Top Gear.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Is it?
It is a good thing, yeah.
Because, I do enjoy it. It's in GQ magazine, your motoring column. It is very good.
It's very... I don't know anything about cars. As you know, I don't really know. I shouldn't say that, actually. I do know. I know more than I used to.
Can I just share a little observation that Boris made about the Maserati here? Look how much has been crammed in. The great, big, fat, long things, the vast doodah with the squiggly bits coming out of the... just look at those sucking...
Now, wait a minute, Jeremy, what do you really know your stuff, though, about cars?
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
No, genuinely, I have no idea how an engine works. People have sat me down and said, no, the petrol goes in. Do you know?
No, not the faintest, no.
And then there's pistons go up and down, and somehow you go along. Yeah. How does that happen? He'll know. Look, he's got a beard and a Rover. He'll know everything there is to know about it.
It is a miracle. But I'm a very keen cyclist. Unlike you, I think.
I know this.
Yeah, I knew that.
And you talk on a mobile phone while you're doing it.
No.
Well,
I do, yes. I do. No, when I said no, I wanted to make a point about my willingness to learn and to reform, because it's perfectly true that I did once talk on a mobile phone while cycling. And actually, why shouldn't you be able to talk on a mobile phone?
Because you can't reach the brakes.
You can with one hand.
Oh, no, I had this exact same thing.
Are you saying that people with only one arm shouldn't be allowed to ride a bicycle? Are you? Because I put it to you,
yes.
That's discriminatory.
Yes, people with one arm should not be allowed to ride a bicycle on the basis that...
What do you mean?
No one should be allowed to ride a bicycle. They take up too much space on the road and they don't pay to be there.
No, well, I think bicycles are absolutely wonderful. You wouldn't park in a cycle lane, would you?
Park in one?
You wouldn't park in a cycle lane.
No, but I do drive in them fairly regularly.
You drive in cycle lanes?
Yeah, and bus lanes. I think the bus lane is a very good idea.
For you?
Yeah, because you think everyone's not in this. Fantastic. I'm late. I'll just zoom up it.
I don't know. Are you allowed to say that on telly?
I just did. Whether it gets edited out.
I defy the makers of Top Gear to keep that admission in the final edit.
Well, now, we're not going to know...
I think that's a bit of a challenge.
Until Sunday night, we're not going to know whether it makes it into the final edit or not.
Outrageous.
What, that I drive in bus lanes? Who here drives in bus lanes? 1, 2. Exactly. There's only 3 of us who drive in bus lanes. They're empty for our use. So what's it like on the road? Are you the kind of guy that has your car towed away the whole time?
It has been towed away now and then, yeah. It has been towed away. I wouldn't hide it from you. But I have to say, the last time it happened, it was in defiance of every bylaw. It was... My car was legally parked. There was absolutely no question. And I had the testimony of 2 traffic wardens that it was legally parked in a residence permit parking bay. But the point I want to make is that once your car, do you know this? Once your car has 1 inch off the ground, once it's in that dreadful hammock, and they've got it, it is no longer yours. You have no rights over that vehicle anymore. There's nothing you can say to the tower.
I have a theory on that.
What's that?
Who'd like to hear my theory on that?
Yeah.
I think if you leapt onto the bonnet as it was dangling around...
And you've got 1 wheel down onto the tarmac.
No, there's no way in hell that a health and safety law is going to allow you to be They'll have to put it back down again. I'm sure of that. Now, of course, you're here really to find out just how good a driver you are, I guess.
Yes, I have an idea about that.
Really? How good a driver do you think you are?
Extremely bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Extremely bad. Yeah. Who'd like to see Boris's lap? Yeah. Here we go. Well, that was a start.
It's already been made clear to me by my coach. Stig. I'm the worst driver he's ever met. You've got to aim for the apex. Aim for the apex. Who hooted at me? Someone hooted at me. Jesus
Well, there we are, across the line. Don't feel bad about the off-road excursion there. Was it uncomfortable?
No, it was fine. It was fine. It was a very good car, the Liana.
It is a very good car, very reasonably priced. I think you can buy them now for about 25p. That one, for sure. Now, where do you think you're going to come here? Do you think you're going to be up with JK and Jamie Oliver and Gordon Ramsay, or are you going to be more a Jonathan Ross, Harry Enfield?
I think I'm towards if not the very last. I mean, I have no idea.
No, you couldn't be slower than Harry Enfield.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not.
He's terrified someone's going to come one day and be slower than him.
But he's only 13 seconds slower than JK, isn't he?
13 seconds on that track is about 4 years in real time. Anyway, I have your time here. Yeah. You did it in 1 minute, 56 seconds, everybody. He's faster than Jonathan Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, Boris Johnson.